What if I told y'all that you only need 5 tools to really make your draping look like you've been doing this for a very long time? I mean, years. And the mere fact is that one of them actually costs less than lunch. Yes, guys, it is really that simple for you guys to get into this draping game and just really start making a name for yourself. Keep on watching this entire episode because I'm going to break this down for you step by step. So guys, you know what's funny? I think about this often because it's so many of you guys that's kind of new and just getting in. And guys, back when I first started draping, I thought I had to buy every freaking thing. And that's really one of the things that made it overwhelming, right? I thought I had to have every gadget. I thought I had to have every freaking pole, every shiny clip. I meant everything because I just kept seeing these beautiful, massive installs. I had no idea how they were really doing it. And when I would sit there and try and watch and piece the videos together, I'm just coming up with all kinds of ways that I could do it, but then I gotta go buy this. I gotta go buy that. Guys, I would be up at freaking 2 a.m. on Amazon, or I would be in Home Depot. Guys, I meant like really in there sketching my stuff out, like mapping my stuff out all on the floor. I didn't care about sales associates looking at me, none of that. I had my carts full of so many just random tools. Guys, I would just sit there and be thinking like, if I just buy this one more thing, then I'm gonna be ready. If I just get this one more thing, then I'm gonna be ready. Baby, let me tell you, half of those tools and half of those gadgets, they were sitting someplace collecting dust. And it got to the fact that I ended up really selling all of that stuff because either I really didn't need it and it just was taking up more space than anything. And the gag is that I could have started and looked professional with the few essentials that I'm actually going to tell you guys about today. So today, tribe, I am saving you coins. I am saving you confusion. I am saving you regret by breaking down the 5 tools that you actually do need to start draping. And I'm also going to tell you guys the stuff that you can skip, right? At least for now. You don't got to go out willy-nilly buying all this stuff. There are a couple of things that you can actually skip and not get right now. What's up, tribe, and welcome back to another episode of Raising the Bar, which is the show and podcast where premium design meets personal evolution. I'm your girl, Precious Stevens, the Draping Queen, guys, and today I'm giving it to you straight like I always do. I'm going to be telling you guys what you really need in your draping arsenal or in your draping kit, and I'm also going to tell you the things that you don't need. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, you're not too sure where to start, or you're just really scared of wasting money, guess what? This episode is for you. But before we jump in, guys, I want you to answer this one question. What is one tool that you've bought that ended up being a total waste of money? I want you guys to drop it in the comments. For one, it's not surprising that you ain't the only one that probably bought this thing. You ain't the only one that wasted money on this thing. And the new guys that's just finding our channel, guys, I really want you guys to help them. The way I help you all, I want you to start helping them eliminate all of the frustration and doing all of the common newbie mistakes that we all do. I love hearing what it is that you guys put down in the comments because it really just shows that a lot of the people that get into this industry, the draping industry, they really do a lot of the same common newbie mistakes. All right. But this episode right here, this one is definitely going to help you guys no longer have to do that. So let's get into the juicy content. All right, guys, first up, we have tool number 1. Now, tool number 1, this is your foundation, y'all. You don't play around with this. And this is your pipe and drape system, okay? Listen, you cannot drape properly without the right structure. Guys, a quality pipe and drape system, that's a non-negotiable. Don't be around here doing all this random crazy stuff that people are telling y'all to do. And they don't even drape, but they advising you how to do it. Don't listen to them, y'all. Take it from me. I want you to start with the adjustable uprights, right? That way you're not locked in to a specific height. Not only the uprights, guys, but also the crossbars. You want your crossbars to be adjustable as well. That way you have some flexibility in how wide you can go. And then your base base plates, like you just want these to be heavy duty. Y'all be putting all kinds of stuff on these kits, y'all. Like, don't go out here with this flimsy stuff and you trying to put flowers on it. You trying to put sandbags on it. I mean, you're just trying to do all the things. You're trying to hang up the crystal curtains and I forgot what they call, but the boards that's like the paillette sequin boards. Baby, don't get caught up in trying to build your own different kind of system or different kind of kit out of a bunch of PVC pipes. I'm trying to tell you, that is one of the most unprofessional things that you could do. That is a word. Don't do that. I was advised to do that in the beginning, and that was one of the worst things I could have done. Do you get by? Yeah, you could get by, but do you know how that feel? Walking up to someone's event and really putting on a display, right? And you walking in there with some plastic poles and pipes and trying to piece some stuff together. Guys, that stuff looks so wobbly and so unprofessional. And I'm trying to tell you, it'll really have you embarrassed in front of your clients. This is a game changer when you start investing in professional equipment. This is the one area where you definitely want to make an investment and not skimp. Guys, here at the Posh Academy, we have an extensive different types of systems that will fit every budget and it will fit every design. I'm trying to tell you, all you got to do is hit this QR code and go right over there, and you could decide from the Posh Basic Kit, which is perfect for newbies. You could get the Premium Kit, which is for those that's designing premium heights and premium styles. You could get the Platinum Kit for those that's doing up to 20 feet installations. Point is, you definitely don't want to skip here. You want to be professional because your name is everything. Your reputation is everything. People coming to you because you are that girl and not because you are the cheapest or because you know how to get by. Baby, you don't want that. I'm trying to tell you. And I want y'all to be honest with me here. I want y'all to tell me down in the comments. Have you ever tried to DIY your setup with PVC pipes? I kid you not. These different types of comments and suggestions are still floating around in those Facebook groups. And I just feel so bad at the people that actually is going to listen and try and put this thing together. They're going to end up wasting money. Because you get by, you probably could, but the way you're going to feel, you're just going to automatically know as soon as you try and put any kind of drape on it. I should have just invested. I should have just made the investment. The good thing about it is that now, since there are a lot more reputable companies, it is not as expensive as it was when I got in. It was expensive, like the equipment and stuff when I got in, because there were only a few companies that really was known to carry it. So, you know, they had the supply and demand. But now, guys, there's so many different reputable companies. Do your due diligence, do your research. We have been selling pipe and drape equipment for years, up maybe now about 6 or 7 years. Okay. So I'm trying to tell you, you definitely want to go with high quality, and not just some bam kit. I'm trying to tell you, so many people that come to us and tell us, even when they're in class or when they see me just doing my videos, they say, wow, I really need to get your kit. I never understood the difference until I seen you actually use it in action. It makes a difference, guys. I'm trying to tell you. So don't forget, tell me down in the comments if you try to do DIY your own setup, because I know I am not the only one who's been there, done that. This was my very first entry, how I got in. And boy, it was one of my biggest mistakes. And that brings us to tool number 2. Guys, you already know where I'm going with this, and that's quality fabric. Do not get the cheap stuff. And when I'm talking cheap, I'm not even only talking in terms of cost, right? Hear me clearly. Fabric is everything. If your fabric is super thin, if your fabric is really wrinkly, if your fabric is see-through when it's really not supposed to be see-through, your setup is going to scream beginner, newbie. They don't know what they're doing. I don't want that. I don't want that for you guys. I really want you to stick with some kind of maintenance-free blends or stretch fabric to start, especially if you're new, because it doesn't really require a lot of technical skill. They're super forgiving, they're easy to maintain, and they still can give you that polish, right? And they can give you a full look without you really breaking the bank. When I started using stretch fabric and spandex fabric, this isn't something I was taught. This was something I kind of stumbled upon because I was just getting into learning the different textures and what texture does, and like just building out a curriculum because there was none. I didn't have any. So in order for me to really teach to a level where people get it, I had to get it myself, baby. I had to understand it. So when I stumbled upon the stretch fabric, like it was a game changer because some of the classes when it was beginning to challenging because people couldn't quite get the hand manipulation, stretch was my go-to to really make people understand and feel that, oh, if I can't stretch, if I can't with this taffeta over here, at least I know I still can make it. Now I can make something happen with this stretch. So guys, main thing is those blends, the stretch alone, it is economical, right? It is cheap. But guys, there is a difference, right? Some stretch blends are really low quality compared to others. So you just kind of want to be careful when it comes to your actual fabric because nothing is worse than having these grand, amazing installs, right? And then all of the fabric is wrinkled or it's super shiny. The light is bouncing off of your photos and not really displaying the beauty that it is because you invested in the wrong fabric. It makes a difference. I know I am not the only one who sat there and invested in some horrible fabric. I did that a lot in the beginning and it was very frustrating because I didn't know how to get it to act right. It's funny because it's the same stuff that people come to me and tell me, I just can't quite get it to do right. I can't get, my hands can't, so I get it. I understand it. But guys, main thing is sometimes it is the actual fabric choices you're using. Just because it's an economical blend like a stretch doesn't mean go for the cheapy cheap. You still want to look for a quality blend. If you head on over there to Posh Draping Depot, guys, we have your basic blends that you would find in any kind of setup, whether it's traditional draping or Baroque draping, right? So head on over there if you're looking for some quality fabric at the best cost. We got you, don't worry about it. And then I want you guys to tell me below, right? What is the worst fabric you've ever bought or you've ever even tried? Was it shiny? Was it stiff? Or was it just straight up ugly? I really want to hear your horror stories. Guys, these are the things that I don't know if you believe it or not, but these are the things that shows our relatability, that like how we have so much in common. When I tell y'all my horror story, you guys could relate to it because you're either doing it now or you've done it, right? So I've purchased all of the shiny satin and I love satin now, but before I didn't because I didn't know the right satin. It was too shiny. It was holding wrinkles. Oh, it was just horrible. But now we use satin. It's just a specific kind of satin. So that's the beauty of learning the differences with your fabrics. Okay. Now I got to share with you guys. Tool number 3 is now one of my faves. Like I keep these on hand. I keep these on deck. And that is the heavy duty clamps, guys. Do not, baby, do sleep on these clamps. I'm trying to tell you, these little inexpensive $2, $3 investments, they will save your whole life. Especially if you buy yourself, right? When we're doing these bigger installs, especially since Baroque been on site, these are really helpful in just holding your fabric in place, right? It keep your pleats tight and it can prevent like your fabric actually falling right while you're designing. Nothing is worse. That's one of my things. It's like a thorn in my side. Like gathering your fabric, having it all nice where you want to secure it, and then boom, it just fall out of your hand. One of those things, babe, it's like my heart dropped anytime that happens. So these little clamps really help and prevent that from happening, right? And trust me, nobody wants a backdrop falling apart, even when you are setting up. Even if you're doing a mock-up, it just does something to your spirit. So definitely you want to like just lace your arsenal or lace your draping kit with these little things because they are very, very, very helpful. Okay. Real quick, guys, if you're listening and thinking, Precious, this is exactly the kind of breakdown that I've been needing, then guess what? I need you guys to go and check out my upcoming masterclasses and my in-studio trainings because that is exactly what it's like, but it's definitely a lot more in depth, guys. I'm breaking things down step by step, showing you exactly what it is that you need to do. Then take something that looks very overwhelming, it looks very intimidating, and then you're able to actually achieve it record-breaking time. Where it takes something that looks intimidating or it looks overwhelming, like you just will never get it. But when you're taught the right way, it just makes it very digestible. And when you're doing it, you actually enjoy doing it because you know what the heck you're doing. I'm trying to tell you. All you got to do is scan this QR code or grab the link down in the description. You're going to go to learnpremiumdraping.com draping.com/classes, guys. And we have hands-on classes coming up. We have virtual trainings coming up. So at the end of the day, if you're really looking to learn and you're looking to level up, there's something for everybody. So go on and take a peek, because trust me, tribe, you're going to want to see what happens in those rooms. All right, now we're on tool number 4. And tool number 4, guys, is actually a step ladder. Now, it's funny because previous to this year, 2025, I really didn't talk a lot about having step ladders, because the way we draped and the kind of kits that we have did not require you to need one. But let me keep it real with you now. I don't want you guys being that person climbing on chairs and risking your entire life just to reach your crossbar, child. It ain't that serious. Now with the way draping has come in and people are really just recreating beautiful, massive designs, it is something that you definitely want to consider, because a sturdy step ladder is a must-have. It keeps you safe and it keeps you looking professional, guys. With the growing creativity of Baroque, I found myself investing in several different kinds of step ladders, because baby, Baroque, you got to be everywhere. You got to be at different heights, right? So when we first did our Baroque training, I think now we're on like training number 7. We're going into our 8th Baroque draping workshop. Yeah. It's different with me designing as it is with teaching 10 and 12 people. So with the first one, I believe we used the scissor lift, and that was good. But guys, Baroque is like all over the place. So you can't just have one lift. You know, there's so many different areas where you have to design it at heights. So I started getting ladders and step stools also, because you're just designing multiple heights, right? And it's funny because going into 2025, one of my biggest fears is heights. That's just what it's been for as far as I can remember. But with often and frequently, I have been having to go up these ladders in our different workshops. It's not that bad. I still get a little anxiety, but it's not that bad. Even bows and Baroque, I even had to get on a ladder with that. So I was like, this is clearly just going to be a part of what we do now. Right? So I just went on ahead and started getting different kind of ladders and determining, since I do have a fear of heights, I wanted to make sure something was sturdy and I felt safe on it. So my little step stools, they're totally fine. Like I could just close them up and move them from different areas of the backdrop. We just recently invested in a scaffold, and it's like an 18-foot scaffold, because a lot of our workshops coming up, especially the one in October and especially the one in December, especially the one in October, that's going to have some drama in the Baroque draping, and the scaffold is perfect for that. Also with the workshop in December, that's a red velvet luxe. That's going to have a lot of drama. And so we needed to reach those heights. And that's why I love the studio that I have now here in Atlanta. It's perfect for what we do. It has the height, bright it is in there. It's like a blank canvas, and we can just kind of go in and create any type of vision that comes to mind. So guys, I'm trying to tell you, these are things that make your design a lot easier. So not only for my Baroque class, but different workshops I have, you guys need to go check out my Amazon storefront, because a lot of the things that I get that's not sold at normal design or decor stores, I get them right there from Amazon. That way they're able to ship it right to my studio, and boom, it's there. So I'm gonna leave a link down the description for my Amazon storefront, and in this particular link you'll find the things I'm talking about today, the different ladders, the things I use for Baroque, and all of these different tools that I'm sharing with you guys today. So make sure you guys go and check those out. And then that brings us to tool number 5. Now, tool number 5 is the unsung hero. This is the unsung hero right here. And that is a steam machine. Now, again, you really didn't hear me talking a lot about steam machines over the past few years, because the blends that we were using for traditional draping really didn't need a steam machine, because I was using the common maintenance type. And if it wasn't maintenance free, like a taffeta blend, it was crushed. So you didn't need steam machines for those. But again, with this new wave of draping, wrinkle fabric, baby, it will kill your whole look. I'm trying to tell you. Even with the bows, I'm seeing so many people do these bows, and the bow itself look nice, but they use an ugly, cheap fabric, satin, and they wrinkle. And I'm like, they just messed up the entire design. Guys, no matter how nice your freaking pleats are, if those suckers are wrinkled, you just shot yourself in the foot. I'm trying to tell you. but a handheld steamer is probably one of the easiest, most affordable solutions that you're going to use. And when you're home, if you're doing your mock-ups, a lot of you guys still practice and do things at home. Go ahead and try and get those wrinkles out at home. That way, when you are on site, you probably got to just touch up here or touch up there, right? But I'm trying to tell you, you definitely is going to want to add a handheld steamer or even a standing steamer. The standing steamer is kind of where it's at because a lot of your designs are going to be rather tall. And with a standing steamer, you can actually get to those setups a lot quicker. But just for starters, at least get a handheld steamer. The one I'm sharing with you guys, again, it's in an Amazon link. That's the one I've been using this year. Haven't really used it a lot, but for some of those designs where the wrinkles was just, messing up the whole design, yeah, we went ahead and was able to steam those out. All right, guys, now I told you the 5 tools that you're going to want to kind of lace your kit with, right? Or your arsenal, your draping arsenal. Now we're going to move to some of the things that you are actually going to want to skip, at least for now. Now, you can add them on later, but for right now, I don't want you guys thinking too much into these items because it can add up really, really fast. And I want you guys to just get in the game, get some clients so you can start generating that revenue. And then once you start actually making money, then you go and spend the money on the other stuff, right? So the very first thing is those fancy decorative add-ons. I'm trying to tell you, for the most part, some of you guys don't even know how to use them yet. Like, why are you focused on that when your focus should be mastering the draping itself? Because someone will book you for a backdrop, right? They don't even necessarily need all of this fancy with the crowns, and they will book you just for regular traditional draping. I'm trying to tell you, I don't care what is on the horizon right now. Traditional draping isn't going nowhere. So before you get into all of the fancy decorative add-ons that you probably don't know how to use yet, just stick with what it is that you have. Stick with mastering one skill, right? Stick with mastering swags. Stick with mastering valances so that you can build an amazing backdrop or an amazing draping setup and start making some money before you just start fishing out a whole bunch of money. Okay. Second thing is overly expensive fabrics before you even practice. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, some of the fabric blends, even the ones that we carry, such as the crushed taffeta, that is a premium blend, right? And it's not cheap. And it's honestly one of those blends that can easily tell if you know what the hell you're doing, because that is a zone 1 fabric. And when I say zone 1 is a part of my framework and how we master draping. Zone 1 fabric means you have to put the pleats in manually because that is not a maintenance free fabric. You're not just going to pick it up and it's going to flow into a natural swag. This kind of fabric doesn't do that, right? And because it is premium fabric, it does tend to cost more. So if you know that you are just getting in, stay away from this stuff until you've either learned how to pleat, right? Or you learned how to mix these blends in. A lot of people don't even know where these type of blends go. And guess what? Their backdrop tells it all. I'm trying to tell you. So the second thing is overly expensive fabrics before you've either learned how to use them, learned where to use them, or before you even started practicing. Okay. Then the third thing, guys, is random gadgets that promise a whole bunch of freaking shortcuts. Trust me, it's normally a gimmick. I'm trying to tell you. One thing with draping, guys, this thing is a skill. It's a skill that you can learn, right? But it's a skill. It's so many things out here that you won't need to do this or you won't need to do that. And I just want to be the first to tell y'all, stay away from it. Stick to what you know to be true, what you see people doing in videos. You see people taking their hands and manually doing just different technical skill sets to make this fabric do what they need it to do. And that's kind of what I want you to adapt. Don't try and do the shortcuts, guys. I'm trying to tell you, nothing worse than you doing something where you've learned some kind of shortcut and then someone come, like a great client come and show you a picture of something and you have no idea how to do it because you didn't learn the skills. I'm trying to to tell you. Learn the skill. Focus on mastering the basics first. Then once your skill actually grow, then you can upgrade and do whatever the heck you want. But that is what you want to focus on first, right? A lot of our content right now is going to be talking about the basics. It's going to be talking about beginner mistakes, because in talking with you guys on our live streams and in our groups and in our classes, we're learning that right now, that is who a lot of our new audience is. So we want to make sure that you are not wasting time, energy, and money on the wrong things. Okay? And for that reason alone, guys, I'm trying to tell you, this is exactly why we decided to bring back something that we have not done in years, at least maybe 3. And that was a beginner's draping workshop for traditional draping. Guys, we created this workshop specifically for you, the beginners, or people that may have been draping for a while, but they really don't know what the hell they're doing. There's nothing wrong with it. Trust me. I know a lot of people that have been doing that and just winging it and getting by, right? But the beginners, the newbies, the ones that's really ready to stop guessing and start creating confidently, this is the class for you. It is a 1-day workshop, and it is definitely where you need to get in when you want to be clear and learn all the things, right? Before you step into those Baroque waters. I do not advise you guys to jump into a Baroque class unless you have some kind of foundation education. I'm not talking about looking at the daggone videos. It's a total different beast looking at videos versus being in a classroom setting and having someone actually guide you, having someone look at your form, having someone correct your posture, having someone actually see you and see what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right. It's a major difference, right? So if you know that this is your year, this is your season, this is your time, this is like the perfect place for you to start. The beginner workshop, it is premium draping, right? It's not like we're just learning basic techniques. No, but we call it beginner friendly because a lot of people that know about my premium draping masterclasses, they'll tend to think it's too much, and that's not beginner friendly. And that is the complete opposite. They are beginner friendly, and that is where you should start. So you don't learn all of the wrong things, right? So not only do you learn premium traditional draping, but you also learn all of the beginner technical skill sets going along with this workshop. Is exactly where confusion ends and confidence begins. You will feel so different when you are complete this workshop. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to learn the exact techniques that's going to make your backdrop look polished. It's going to make it look premium. Not only that, you'll be able to build a portfolio that gets you actually noticed. It's going to be people responding like, oh, wow, I want that. That's the kind of reaction you want to your content, okay? And not only that, but the confidence part, that alone is going to have you commanding and showing up totally different than how you were before. You're going to be able to walk into the setup. You're going to be able to walk into the consultation totally confident that, one, you're going to get paid what it is that you're worth because now you feel it yourself. I can't tell you how much of a difference that actually makes. And the best part, guys, this class is completely affordable, right? It's a beginner-friendly workshop. It is everything from A to Z as it relates to traditional draping. I know I said that was the best part, but this is the best part. The best part is that most students actually make their money back on their very next install. This is not something where you got to wait around and get your return on your investment. Once you learn, that's all you need to know, right? Now it's time for you to earn. And that's how this class is actually set up for you to win, okay? So guys, if you've been waiting for that one chance to get into the room, if you've been waiting for that chance to really get the help you need, this is it. Click the link below in the description. Or if you're watching this video, scan the QR code right here. And that code will take you to the page that has all of the details for the upcoming workshops. We're in September. Between September and April, I believe we have about 10 workshops scheduled, but they're different, right? Some of them are 1 day, some of them are 2 day, and some of them are the full shebang, the 3-day workshops. But guys, y'all know that these spots sell out fast. I keep my workshops super small, super intimate because there's only one me. And I do have now, thankfully, the help with my certified draping instructors that's also training alongside me. So you guys are in the best hands possible to really take your craft and take it to the next step. Okay. All right, guys. So that is a wrap for episode 109. And we talked the 5 tools you actually need to start your draping and which you can actually skip. I want you guys to remember though, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in trying to buy your way to confidence, guys. It don't work that way. It really doesn't. Confidence comes from clarity and consistency. I'm trying to tell you. And while you're here, guys, I need you guys to go ahead and set a reminder for next week's episode because we're diving into something that's costing you way more money than you think. And that's what? Your fabric. If you've ever bought fabric that looked great online, but it showed up stiff or it showed up too shiny or just plain wrong, then guess what? You've been guessing on what to buy for your installs and you can't miss this next podcast. You really can't. We're breaking down the truth about the fabric, right? And I'm going to tell you guys what to invest in, and I'm going to tell you guys how to stop wasting money while making your setups look premium every single time. So y'all already know what I need you to do. I need y'all to hit that follow button. I need you to turn on your notifications, and I need you to get ready because episode 110 is about to save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Now, before you leave, guys, I have some other free goodies for you. If you're wondering how to actually start your draping business, I want you to click this box right here that I'm pointing to. It is a full playlist on draping business strategies. I'm trying to tell you, it's a whole lot of nuggets over there to tell you exactly how to get started. And if you're curious about what really happens inside my masterclasses, my hands-on workshops, guess what? All you got to do is click this box right here and take a peek at the magic inside. I'm Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, who everybody calls the Draping Queen. And until next time, remember, guys, that anything's possible when you're staying positive. So keep on raising that bar until we meet again. Bye, guys.